Hey everybody, I'm very sorry. I don't know what happened with our breaking news, but the video screen is just showing that I'll start up in a few moments and it doesn't seem to be starting. So I'm going to do a take two of today's news. Okay, so first of all, first breaking news story has to do with Amazon sellers fighting back. Amazon sellers fighting back. Now, if Amazon refuses to reinstate your account, refuses to release your money, refuses to give you back your inventory, okay? Or they return your inventory to you broken and in disarray, and you can't resolve things with plans of action or by creating cases, every single seller, every third-party seller has the absolute right to take Amazon to arbitration. And it's binding arbitration under the rules of the American Arbitration Association, which Amazon selected in its contract with you. Now, what Amazon did about 6 or 8 months ago is they started giving us a real hard time because we would seek money damages, return of inventory, and also reinstatement. Amazon argued to the AAA that reinstatement was a form of non-monetary damages, and they won that argument because, in all honesty, it is a form. It's equitable distribution. It's asking the arbitrator to tell Amazon to do something. And what that did for many Amazon sellers, it raised the cost of taking Amazon to arbitration because the AAA charges more money when you're seeking equitable relief or non-monetary damages. So what's really great today, and I want to congratulate Rob Siegel, Esquire. He is our managing attorney when it comes to arbitrations here in the office. Rob Siegel identified a case where Amazon, in one of their documents, also asked for non-monetary relief. And guess what, Amazon? You want to make it cost sellers more money? We are now going to make it cost you more money. So Rob Siegel, great job. And breaking news for Amazon sellers, the first story is that sellers can give it as good as Amazon, and we are pushing them as hard and fighting hard for sellers every single day. Okay, second breaking news I want to talk to you about today are Amazon loans. If you're a seller with a corporation and Amazon approaches you that they want to loan you money, they're doing it so you can build your business on Amazon, and guess what? Amazon makes more money in fees. Now, what happens sometimes is Amazon will take over the buy box. Amazon will start competing with you. Amazon will make changes to the algorithm, and all of a sudden Amazon has placed your company, your corporation, in debt that you never had before, and also now destroyed your business. And so you can't make your loan payments, and there are issues. And what does Amazon do? They go after you personally. And that's breaking news story number 2, that if you borrow money from Amazon, and even though there is no personal guarantee, even though they only load money to your corporation, even though Amazon did not comply with any consumer lending statutes, not Washington state, not federal, not in your home state, Amazon will seek repayment from you personally. And we are really looking forward to a decision from an arbitrator in a case we've got going on right now, where the arbitrator says, no way, Amazon, you cannot avoid the law. You cannot seek payment personally when all you did is loan money to corporations. So the breaking news story is that Amazon sellers, you need to be aware that even if you only borrow money from Amazon, if you only accept the loan to the corporation, if you have a problem, Amazon's going to go after you personally, and you can fight it, but you need to know that Amazon will go after you personally, even without a personal guarantee. Okay, third breaking news story, suspensions are up when it comes to generic products being sold on branded listings. Generic products being sold on Amazon branded listings, not just Amazon's brand, but any brand. And we've seen many sellers who are sourcing on Alibaba, buying products that are generic, and then selling those products on listings that have brands on them. Even though it's a very similar product, even though it could be exactly the same, we're seeing a rise in the suspensions of Amazon suspending listings because you're selling a generic product on a branded listing. It used to not be the case. It's kind of a new wrinkle, but over the last days and over the last week and a half, we've seen a dramatic rise in these suspensions. So Amazon sellers, this news is meant to empower you, and you just need to know, if you're taking generic products and you're selling them on a branded listing, you are putting yourself at risk of a listing suspension and quite possibly a full account suspension. Breaking news number 4, breaking news story number 4, I always try and provide you with 5 breaking news stories, is that removing UPC codes. We've seen a few cases where third-party sellers have removed UPC codes from the products and are selling them now on Amazon. And the consumers probably notice that the label's not taken off all that great, and they make a complaint. There was a lawsuit involving the CVS drug chain, the pharmaceutical store, CVS, where a court held that the removal of UPC codes was a material difference to the product. So what does that mean? That means there's law out there that says that even though the product is the exact same, even though the product is brand new in the same packaging, there is law out there that says if you remove a UPC code, the consumer is receiving something different. And if you're doing it, you are again risking a listing suspension or an account suspension. So I'm not telling you to stop doing it. I just want to make sure that Amazon sellers around the world have the information that you need so that you can make good business decisions. If you're making $1 million removing the codes, then I think you should go for it. If you're not adding to your bottom line, then maybe you want to rethink the removal of those UPC codes, because again, it does open you up to an account suspension. It certainly opens you up to a listing suspension. 5th story in today's Amazon sellers breaking news is also a dramatic increase in these maybe inauthentic and maybe infringing notifications from Amazon to third-party sellers. Now, the pattern that we're seeing is that an Amazon seller, usually a drop shipper, will create a listing and then they make that listing inactive thinking they're safe until I guess they can identify where they can source the product. Amazon, even though there are no units being sold, are sending out these notices that you may have an inauthentic or an infringement problem, and they want to see your invoices. They want to see your receipts from where you source those products, and you don't have them because you're drop shipping. So we have won several of these cases. And again, Amazon sellers, you just need to be aware that if you receive a maybe inauthentic or you receive a maybe infringement and you want some advice, give us a call. We'll walk you through it, or we could handle it for you. And if you don't have the products, if you don't have the inventory, you really should be very, very careful of what listings you create and what listings you jump on, because Amazon is coming down hard. It seems to be that the news that they're trying to wipe out some third-party sellers might be accurate. We're not seeing a wholesale leg cutting off of Amazon sellers, but we're certainly seeing an uptick in a couple of particular types of Amazon suspensions. So Amazon sellers out there, just take this information and make good business decisions for you. Last of all, I want to stress some of the things that we offer to sellers. If you call us, you get to speak with a person, okay? You speak with me, you can speak with Jason Tinchula, Brett Sondike, Jen McDonald. You get to speak with a person, and that is one of the top 2 compliments that we get every day. The second huge compliment we get is that when you email us, you get a really, really fast response. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank and congratulate our client relations team. You're doing a killer job, and I want to thank you publicly. We are the best in the world at writing plans of action for sellers. We're dealing with IP issues, and we are great because of the fantastic team I have behind me. So that is today's breaking news for Amazon sellers. Arbitrations, we're sticking it right back to Amazon. Amazon loans, be careful. They will come after you personally. Generic products on branded listings is sparking more and more suspensions. If you remove UPC codes, you are also at risk of a suspension. And watch for these maybe inauthentic or maybe infringing notifications from Amazon. And if you need any help, you can please contact us. 8779-SELLERS. And thank you very much again for joining me for Amazon Sellers Breaking News.